Welcome to what I'm calling day 2 of my recovery from stroke. I actually had the stroke about a week ago, but this is day 2 of being home and starting on the sort of proper sort of rehab. So I was going to today go through all of the exercises in this exercise program I've been given called GRASP, and I videoed most of them today. Not quite all of them because I don't have equipment to do all of them yet. Some of it's been ordered. The hospital only provided me with some lost here some of this. I used to call it silly putty when I was at school. It's used a lot for exercising now. So that's my right hand, and you can kind of squeeze it and roll it and make shapes with it and cut it and stuff, like getting my hand back working. That's the only thing that they provided, and the program actually requires quite a lot of bits of equipment, most of which I actually have at home. So there are things like tennis balls and bean bags, and so this sort of hand grip strength thing. There are slightly better ones than that on the market, and I've ordered one of those. Ordered some wrist weights because I don't have any in the house, and I've also ordered a Lego set because I'm a big kid, but they actually suggest some exercises using Lego buttons, coins, which you'll see, paper clips, and so on. But rather than do a really boring video going through all of those exercises at this time, I thought it would be better to show you one that I have had some difficulty with, and you can see that I am having some difficulty with it. This is one turning over coins that are lying flat on the table, or buttons lying flat on a table. When I first tried this in the hospital on Sunday, I couldn't do it at all. The only way I could pick any of the coins up was to kind of, with some difficulty, is a hook a fingernail or thumbnail underneath the coin, and then manage to sort of drag it up into my hand. And it was a pretty low spot for me, actually, because I thought that my hand wasn't too bad, and I realized that it really wasn't working very well. I tried to kid myself that it would be really difficult to do that even if my hand was functioning normally. So I tried it with my left hand. My left hand is pretty useless most of the time for fine control stuff. I'm a very dominantly right-handed person, and I found I could do it with my left hand really, really easily. So that was a depressing moment. However, I have improved since then, and that's really encouraging. The last thing to say really is I had quite a long and busy day today. I have recorded myself doing all the exercises, which obviously extends the time it takes. They recommend doing the exercises for at least an hour a day, but I probably spent something like 3 hours recording them all and talking about it. I've done a bit of weeding in the garden. even we did a bit in the driveway and brushed that up. And we had a delivery of some fence posts and some wood for making fence panels, which I'd ordered before I went away. I went to hospital, so they arrived, and I wasn't sure how easy I'd find it to sort of carry those things around, but actually I was able to help unload without too much difficulty. But I did get very tired, and I'm very tired now. It's 8 o'clock in the evening, and I've really just had dinner half an hour ago. I'm really ready for my bed. I was probably ready to go to bed 2 hours ago. I had a couple of hours, real long rest in the afternoon. I really didn't do very much, and I think tiredness is going to be a big thing. Anyway, I don't want to make this video too long and bore everybody to death, so I'll show you a little clip of me turning over these coins so you can see how the hand is working, what the exercise is, and I think whilst I'm doing it I explain a little bit about how I have progressed since the hospital. So I've got 5 2p pieces, and some 5 20p pieces as well. See how quickly I wanted to use my left hand there because my right hand isn't doing a job. Pennies, 5p's. So 4 different sizes of coin, and hopefully I'll be able to progress on to different sizes of coins. Now I tried with 2p pieces in hospital about 3 days ago and couldn't turn them over at all without using my fingernails. So I was having to put my finger kind of on and try and hook a finger underneath and lift it up, but it was very difficult. I can now turn these with my right hand. It's not fast, but I can do it. And when I first tried this in the hospital, I thought that's just too difficult to do, even with a good hand. I wouldn't be able to do it with my good hand. And so I tried my left hand, and it's absolutely a doddle. Even though my left hand has always been just one that hangs on my left hand side, I've never really done a great deal with my left hand. However, this is a massive improvement on what I was able to do just 4 days ago, and I've only done this exercise a couple of times actually since in that 4 days, because we've been busy doing other things. So I'm making progress with 2p's. I'm not as quick yet. I haven't yet ever tried doing 20p's, pennies or 5p's, so let's have a little look. It's about the same actually. There's no more, maybe it is more difficult. And of course with a left hand, the coordination and the strength in the fingers is such that it is absolutely simple to do. And it occasionally will slip, but basically it's very straightforward. Whereas my right hand is unbelievably tired right now. I was managing fine as you thought, but now I'm really struggling with that. I can do it if I hook a fingernail underneath, but I think that's cheating. So yeah, so this is going to be one of the big challenges. I won't bother with the pennies for this for today. I'll look at 5p's. So the 5p has a serrated edge on it. None of these other coins do. I'm just wondering if that makes a difference, but they're very small, and no, I can't pick that up. Whereas with my left hand, it's pretty quick. With my right hand, after this much exercise anyway, I just can't pick those up at all. I think it's worth saying that I had been doing a number of other exercises before that one, and my hand had got pretty tired. But I think you saw that with the 2p coins, I was absolutely fine. It slowed down, but I probably it slowed down a bit with the 20p coins, although I still managed them for a bit. And then it got harder with the 20p's, and then I couldn't do the 5p coins at all. What I probably should have done is go back to the 2p coins again to see if I was, even though my hand was tired, if I was still able to pick those up. I did actually repeat the exercise a bit later on and could do it, but with the 2p coins, I still found the 5p's impossible to pick up. But I didn't have the camera running at the time. So this fact, and this is something I've noticed during the course of yesterday and today, is that although I'm able to do things, I did some watering with a watering can in the garden last night, just some vegetables and things that were growing in the greenhouse, and my arm was really tired after 3 or 4 watering cans, whereas normally I would have done that without even noticing, really. So I don't want to witter on any longer. I'm sure nobody's that interested, but for my own personal record, this will be pretty useful. If you are interested and you have been watching this, then thanks for watching and showing some interest, and I'll post some videos of some of the other exercises. I will be doing some research on the relationship between the SARS-CoV-2 virus and strokes, because that interests me as a former research biologist. I'm quite curious about that, and I do wonder whether it might have had an effect in my case. So there'll be a video about that at some point once I can actually get the research done. Handling a computer at the moment is very slow. I can't use a mouse at all really with my right hand, or very well with my right hand. I'm not terribly good with my left hand, and typing is slow because I'm having to do that predominantly left hand only, with the right hand just sort of helping a little bit. So bear with me if you're waiting for that one, because hopefully that will be quite interesting. Whereas these ones of me flipping coins over are obviously interesting for me, but perhaps not for many other people. But if you have got this far through the video, thanks very much, and there'll be another installment. I'll try and keep an installment every day for a couple of weeks if I can do. So thanks for watching, and cheerio. See you tomorrow.